So in order to prevent it, they came up with the idea that the economic system had to be transformed and they had to bet on domestic demand. And when it comes from the amount of their politician, the domestic demand thing almost always means like they are planning to start overspending. In 2008, Chinese government started a colossal program of extra public spending of 4 trillion years in buildings like high-speed trains, underground highways, houses and something like that. But they went further. The government thought that their overspending was not enough, so they encouraged two companies to do the same way. The companies decided to do the traditional remedy. Like in 2008, China also started one of the most expensive monetary policies ever known. And the authorities lowered the interest rates and bank gave many loans to everyone who asked for them, and they practically established an open bar of like cheap loans. The housing and apartments became more expensive, and companies started to make all kinds of investment. They built ghost towns, bought out companies all over the world, and like engaged in all kind of projects. Obviously, many of the business are not profitable, and so after all, the central bank was pretty much giving money away, and so the companies cannot give them money back. So what do they do then? Well, they simply ask for new loans to pay back the old ones, and the snowball kept rolling and getting bigger and bigger. And this is how the Chinese economy like became addicted to debt. More than half of the bank debt in China consists of loans from state-owned banks to the state-owned enterprises. Well, let's talk about China banking system and how it's different from others. China's next financial crisis is lacking in the shadows of the shadows banking, and China is stacking up like $9 trillion on the edge of a cliff. What is a shadow banking? It's like the